pounds, a jiu-jitsu practitioner. Let's send it to the in-ring announcer for the introductions.
Senhoras e senhores de Indaiatuba, agora vai! Vamos dar início à luta principal da terceira edição do Future Fighting Championship. Uma luta de MMA num peso combinado até 64,5 kg. Uma luta com 3 rounds de 5 minutos. Eu apresento o primeiro lutador do corner azul. Lutador com 8 vitórias, 2 derrotas. 24 anos, 1,71 m de altura, pesou 63 quilos, 800 gramas, representando as equipes Orbital Team, Perfeição Team, Peso Pesado Team, da cidade de Diadema, São Paulo, Wanderley, Mexicano! E o seu adversário do corner vermelho, lutador com 20 vitórias, 4 derrotas, 26 anos, 1,71 m de altura, pesou 64 quilos, 300 gramas, representando a equipe Team Nicolai, Thiago Almeida, da cidade de Indaiatuba, São Paulo, de Gustavo! Responsável pela luta principal, Harry Santos.
Harry Santos, your referee for this main event of the evening between Gustavo Erak and Wanderley Mexicano in the bantamweight division. The referee delivers the instructions, and we are ready to go. The main event here at Future FC3. Gustavo Erak in the purple shorts, Wanderley Mexicano in the black shorts with camouflage trim. Looping left hand by Mexicano. Mexicano looks very calm in there. Gustavo Erak, an excellent striker. Mexicano really opening up, throwing with ill intent here. Nice takedown by Mexicano. Ends up in side control here against Erak. And stepping over, looking for full mount. A nice reversal by Erak. Beautiful defense by Erak there.
Beautiful, beautiful. The fight started pretty well. Wanderley surprising Gustavo with the takedown. But Gustavo has the whole support of the arena. Already changed the situation. Ooh, the guillotine.
Beautiful guillotine here by Mexicano. He's got Erak's arm locked up. Erak is able to escape, however. Wow, beautiful escape there by Erak.
Yeah.
And Erak now looking for the back of Mexicano. Erak with the takedown. And we'll see what Gustavo Erak can do from top position. Mexicano looking for the sweep, unable to get it. Beautiful display of technique here by both fighters so far in the first round of this, the main event of the evening. Mexicano looking to wall walk up Erak, delivering some strikes. Erak now on the back again of Mexicano, sinking in momentarily a rear naked choke from a standing position. Mexicano tries for a sweep and ends up on the bottom position. Erak striking on the way up. Erak, beautiful takedown by Erak. And it looks like Mexicano has locked in that guillotine again. However, it is not as deep as before. And Erak is able to escape. Nice tight elbows from inside the closed guard of Wanderley Mexicano. Mexicano rolling through and getting a leg on Erak, but has given up his back. Erak looking to sink in a choke there, and now striking Mexicano. Beautiful defense by both fighters here in the ground game.
This first round was pretty action-packed with a lot of technique and exciting first round. Both fighters displaying a lot of heart also. Really great first round here.
Both fighters expending a lot of the gas tank here in the first round. And it looks like we're going to see who has, and they go off in the last 5 seconds of this first round. A insanely exciting first round here between Wanderley Mexicano and Gustavo Erak. It's been fireworks since the bell, partner.
Yeah, for sure. It's even tough to commentate after those whole 5 minutes. We're really action-packed. Gustavo was superior on the defense. Wanderley tried to surprise him in the beginning with the takedown, but I think Gustavo managed to control the most part of the round. So I give it to him, but we can't blink because this fight has been pretty awesome so far.
You definitely can't blink for a moment here in this one. These two fighters have been explosive since the start of this round. As soon as the horn started, these two started throwing. It's been beautiful technique on both sides, excellent defense on both sides. A nice tight guillotine there for Mexicano, arm trapped, but wasn't able to finish it off there. And as you see here, momentarily Erak got a rear naked choke, ended up in top position, and finished on top position at the end of the first round. We had an issue with the corner of Wanderley Mexicano. However, we are ready to start the second round of this, our main event of the evening, Gustavo Erak versus Wanderley Mexicano, here in Future FC. Big right hand by Erak. And he is starting to eat up the legs of Mexicano. Nice double leg takedown by Erak. And Mexicano finds himself on his back once again with Erak in top position. Mexicano utilizing the butterfly guard.
I think Mexicano is pretty gassed because all the effort he put in those chokes and those guillotines attempts in the first round. And now look at Erak.
Mexicano also took a little bit of extra time in his corner. Big slam by Gustavo Erak, and finds himself in side control here on Wanderley Mexicano. Mexicano rolling and giving up the back. Erak locks that rear leg up. And now Erak again taking the back of Mexicano and slamming him down to the ground. And I think you're right, partner. I think Mexicano is gassed here.
Yeah,
He
totally.
exploded a lot of energy in the beginning of that first round, and it looks like it may have come back to bite him.
Yeah, full now, and I don't think he can recover from this one.
Gustavo Erak now on the back of Mexicano with one hook in. Mexicano just turtling up at this point in time here. Mexicano is definitely gassed here, partner.
Yeah. This is he's trying to fight through it, but this is just becoming beating.
Erak all over Mexicano here in the second round, as it's all Gustavo Erak. Another takedown by Gustavo Erak. Wanderley Mexicano doesn't look like he has enough energy to fight off the onslaught of Gustavo Erak. Erak controlling that left arm of Mexicano while striking with his right hammer fist. The ref warning Mexicano that he has to defend himself intelligently. And we see another takedown by Erak. Mexicano back to his feet, but unable to shake Erak to this point. Erak keeps locking up that leg. Another throw from Gustavo Erak. And again, inside control for Erak.
I don't know if Mexicano can hold much more of this. This is a huge advantage for Erak in the second round.
Erak inside control here, trapping the right arm of Wanderley Mexicano and delivering elbow strike after elbow strike to the solar plexus of Mexicano. Gustavo Erak trapping now the right arm, almost in a crucifix position, and delivering strikes down on Mexicano. And I think you're right, partner. Mexicano can't take much of this.
Yeah.
Attempted sweep by Erak doesn't end up the way that it has the rest of the fight. And now Erak escaping out the back door when Mexicano was able to reverse the takedown.
Yeah, Erak is really embracing the grind here in the second round. I think the biggest question is, like, is it a 10-8 or a 10-7? Because it's really pretty dominant.
With 8 seconds left in the round, it looks like we are going to get to a third round here in our main event of the evening. And I have to say, partner, the dominance of Gustavo Erak in that second round, I would have to say he earned himself a 10-8 round there.
Yeah, for sure. And Wanderley's gas, I don't think he's going to give up, but I don't know if he can do too much in the third round to overturn the situation, because it really looks like a lost fight so far.
Mexicano is absolutely exhausted. He is sitting on the canvas here in Indaiatuba, Sao Paulo, Brazil, after being worked over in the second round by Gustavo Erak. As you see here, beautiful takedown by Erak. continually slamming Wanderley Mexicano and delivering elbow strike after elbow strike. Another beautiful sweep here. And Mexicano ended up in top position here, and you're going to see Erak escape out the back door. So every opportunity that Mexicano had to do something in that second round, Erak was 2 steps ahead of him.
Yeah, sure. I think the whole effort Mexicano put in the first round, he paid off because of that in the second. He was totally gassed, and I don't even know how he's going to return for the third. He's really a warrior for becoming for this third round.
Mexicano having to be told which corner to go to here to start the third round. And the third round is underway of our main event of the evening between Wanderley Mexicano and Gustavo Erak. Mexicano now standing flat-footed. You can see that he does not have the same bounce in his step that he had in the first round. Whereas Erak,
big speed difference between those two in the third round.
Erak is fresh on his feet. But Erak does have to be a little bit more defensive here, because while Wanderley Mexicano is exhausted here, he is still a dangerous fighter. And when you think you have a fighter who's completely drained their gas tank, that's when they could surprise you and catch you with something.
Yeah, for sure. And Gustavo is also tired, because when you're the guy that, when you're actually the bully, that tires you too, not just being bullied like Wanderley was in the second round. So Gustavo is doing a good strategy here in the third, and now he's looking for another single leg.
You saw Mexicano rushing in on Gustavo Erak, maybe depleting the gas tank here, and Erak ends up on his back once again. Erak again taking down Wanderley Mexicano, and it's more of the same from the second round, as Gustavo Erak is controlling Mexicano from the rear position.
Also pretty impressive to see that Wanderley is also, he's exhausted, but he's trying to come back, so he doesn't let Gustavo take his back and go for a submission.
As exhausted as Mexicano is, he has not quit in this fight. He is still throwing everything he has at Erak. Another takedown for Erak. One hook in now for Erak, and Mexicano has trapped the right arm of Gustavo Erak. Now the right arm is free, and Erak is delivering hammer fists.
Oh, some neck strikes. Neck strikes.
Ref calls timeout as Erak was delivering strikes to the back of the head and neck of Wanderley Mexicano. The referee instructing Gustavo Erak to keep the strikes to the side of the head and face of Wanderley Mexicano. Strikes to the back of the head and neck are not allowed here in FFC. As we see here, Mexicano again standing flat-footed, looking for the energy to hopefully pull something off. A miracle, if you will, here in the main event of future FC3. Nice duck under by Erak, and another double leg takedown for Erak. And that might be all she wrote for the main event here in Indaiatuba, Sao Paulo, Brazil. Erak now working out of half guard, delivering ground and pound. 1 minute left here in this main event between Wanderley, Mexicano, and Gustavo. Erak delivering hammer strikes. And Mexicano all twisted up at this point. Gustavo Erak ends the fight in top position, and that is it for the main event here at Future FC3. A dominant performance by Gustavo Erak.
Well, Kev, pretty dominant performance by the hometown kid. It was basically after the first round, Wanderley was not even fighting. He dominated this fight so much, he didn't even have a chance. So 2 wins for Gustavo now in Future FC, and the main event is in his hometown. It's amazing way for him. Now 21-4, amazing professional record for Gustavo Erak.
As you see, Gustavo Erak getting a loud round of applause from the hometown crowd here in Indaiatuba, Sao Paulo, Brazil. A big victory over Wanderley Mexicano. And here you are, your replay by Private Internet Access. Always use protection. Private Internet Access. Riding the shoulders, the victorious Gustavo Erak. What we assume will be a unanimous victory. I'm assuming I would say a 10-8 in the second and third round.
Yeah, absolutely, I think.
Gustavo Erak should get a unanimous victory here at Future FC3. A well-deserved round of applause for both fighters. Let's send it to our in-ring commentator for the decision.
Resultado oficial da luta principal da noite. Após 3 rounds de 5 minutos, os 3 juízes pontuaram 30-27, declarando o vencedor por decisão unânime, Gustavo Erak!
And there you have it, as we expected, a victory for Gustavo Erak over Wanderley Mexicano in the main event. Let's send it in to our Portuguese announcer.
First of all, like a round of applause to Gustavo Erak in Indaiatuba. Gustavo, congratulations on your performance. One of the most dominant fights I've seen live. Wanderley was a strong grappler, and you grab him out, and you showed him that you're also a striker and a grappler. Was that your message to share your complete? Yeah, this is it. This is a message I want to do. I am the one who rules here. We studied him a lot. After 3 guys that didn't accept the fight, he accepted. He came prepared to fight me. Me and my coach, we did a strategy, we put in practice. I couldn't take a risk. He's tough. He has his merits, but not here. In the second round, you had 6 takedowns. Also a suplex. You had 3 points in the wrestling fight. Is that kind of training they're doing for adding this in for a game? Yeah, for sure. Well, we train this a lot in Team Nikolai. I do my camp with Thiago Almeida. We are always prepared to fight this type of fighters. He's super high level. We train a lot of wrestling, and I came prepared to beat him because I am the one who rules here. Ed Suarez, I'm coming. Jorge, I won the LFA. I'm going back there to be a champion.
And there you have it. Gustavo Erak with the win over Wanderley Mexicano here in Indaiatuba, Sao Paulo, Brazil, the hometown of Gustavo Erak. A dominant victory in a big win here in the bantamweight division. Gustavo Erak victorious. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a beautiful night of fights here in